Hi, how are you? Doc Holliday, and I have some very special guests. Now, I asked them how you want to be titled, but dang that, man. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Norton Hurd, Thaddeus Young. First of all, fellas, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
Yes, now, if everybody don't know, Thaddeus Young, Memphis native, actually a Memphis legend. Cat been in a 17-year NBA vet, man, a long time. And Hurd, dog, I'm going to get to Thad in a minute, but you wear so many hats, man. You got a hat on now, man. What are your official titles, dog?
With Team Thad, you know, we're the Nike EYBL program in the state. So I've been the program director. I built it with him and the head coach of 17s. You remember me and Matt came in here years ago after the championship. And then with Tennessee Collegiate Academy, the new Nike prep school here, I'm the head of basketball and part of the leadership team there, help bringing the Nike program here to Memphis.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, Thad, what you been up to, man? What you been up to, bro?
I've been up to a lot. I mean, just running businesses and, you know, still dealing with basketball with Team Thad, TCA. And just making sure that, you know, I'm keeping my pulse down on, you know, helping kids get to where I am.
The biggest thing you've been up to, man, that's why I asked the question, man. 17 years in the NBA, man. First of all, bro, all praises to the Most High, but dog, how does one last that long? Because we know it's more than about talent. You got to have the perfect character like you have. You got to be a good guy to stay around that long, man. But what has been your secret to success to play in the league that long, bro?
I'll probably say the secret to success, the secret sauce is just, man, taking care of your body and making sure that, you know, each and every day that you step out there, I mean, you're being a professional and you're making sure that, you know, you impose your will on the team, but imposing your will on the team from a different way, from being professional to being a great teammate to, you know, being somebody that, you know, they feel they can go to war with each and every night. So that's how I've kind of lasted. Plus, you know, having a great trainer in Tony Sowar as well, who's working with TCA, and he's been my trainer for about 12 to 13 years, and, you know, some of the best years of my life in my career I've had with him.
Now, Hurd, tell us about TCA. Talk about TCA, man. This is a new endeavor? Kind of like a new partnership?
Yeah, it's big for everyone because Nike, you know, anything Nike do, they does it big. So when you got that title, that comes with a little bit more. So they picked only 20 high schools this year around the country, started a new league, kind of how they do the EYBL in the summer, but they want to put it in the high school form. They got a real league going on. I mean, they picked Memphis, Tennessee for us to be a part of the leadership group with bringing it here. I know OG Willie Gregory been fighting forever.
Yes, sir.
Our other leadership group with TK, T-King, and we just like a lot of, like he said, Sawar, Gray, Coach Wright, Sean Williams have been over there helping Thad and Sean. It brings a smile to me every time I see these 2'6'9" wings from Memphis that both went to the lead. D-Tap, it's just a lot of good people around, saw a lot of good people around, but you know, I'm just happy that we was able to pull it off. I think it's really big for our city, it's big for the community, it's big for the youth, and that's what we're number one about, what's big for the youth and the kids.
Now, Thaddeus, why is this so important to you, man?
Just giving back. It's always important to me when I can give back. Like, my biggest thing is always I want to be able to not just have good high school players, not just good college players, but to have great pros. So I'm giving pro tips every single time, pro tools. That's what, like, I always call, like, certain segments of my workout, pro tools and gyms, you know, just because that's what I want to be able to give to the kids so they can have in a tool bag when it's time to, you know, actually go out there and perform. But at the end of the day, you know, for me, always giving back to the kids. Like, I mean, obviously we do it through Team Thad, we do it through Young for Youth Foundation, but, you know, from day one, that's what I've done ever since I went into the league. I mean, even in high school, I was giving back to the kids when getting all this Nike gear and all this other stuff, giving back to the kids. But, you know, right now it's just about giving them the game, you know, and showing them that, you know, this is how we should do things and this is how we become pros.
Now, what I do respect about you so much, there's a number of things I respect about you so much, but even though, like you said, I know the things you did before you went to college, but even though you didn't go to the University of Memphis, which I wish you would have, but you have never forgotten about this city, man, and your community, man. Just tell me the love that you have for the city, because all of us are Memphis. We know how cats be cracking on Memphis, but you know how much we love Memphis, man.
For sure.
You know, just talk about the love you have for this city and the people of the city.
Man, I mean, I've been putting Memphis on my back since day one. Every single day, every single time I walked out onto the court, I've held Memphis to the utmost. For me, you know, coming back to the community and showing these kids, you know, I grew up in this same neighborhood. I grew up in this same community. I've been in this same environment. So, you know, for me, it's always always the huge piece for me. But, you know, it's nothing but love. Even though I didn't go to the University of Memphis, I still watch the Tigers to this day. You know, and obviously, like, me and Penny, we're super tight. So, you know, those are like biggest things that I hold kind of like close to my heart, you know, and that's the city, that's the people around this city, that's, you know, everybody who wants to help us continue to build Team Thad. You know, Team Thad is not Team Thad without obviously like the direction and leadership of us, but also the kids, you know, buying into the culture, you know, where it started off with kids like LaRon Black, Chris Chioza, Lajuro Vick, you know, those are guys that's like in the city. So, you know, and Terrence Davis, you know, those guys, they all had a chance to do different things. You know, Jeremiah Martin, I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah, long list.
That we've had, you know, and, you know, the good thing about the success of Team Thad is like last year, just alone, we had 17 kids in the NCAA March Madness that played for Team Thad. And that's not including just the kids that's in college from us. So the track record speaks for itself. We always put really good products on the court. And the product that we put on the court, we've had the great time with them as far as building them up, you know, from young kids all the way up to now.
I heard everybody in basketball circles, they, you know you, but you know, a lot of people who may not be in basketball circles probably heard you, but don't really know. I know everything you've done, man, but why has this whole endeavor, man, teaming up with Thad and helping the young Royals, because y'all do a lot, man. It's more than just basketball. Why has this endeavor been so important to you?
Yeah, so Team Thad is based on the Young for You Foundation, which is Thad Foundation, and I put a lot with it, but Team Thad is under, but we do so much stuff in the community. One thing Thad didn't hit on when he was saying this community, like you from White Haven, right?
You're from the Haven?
Yeah,
no,
so,
I'm from the Haven.
The
I
Haven.
went to Fairleigh.
Yeah.
You never seen me here. I'm from the Haven, all right?
So me and Thad are from Walker Homes, which is not too far on the south side of Memphis. So we didn't spend most of our time in Walker Homes in South Memphis. We're Mitchell alumni. So from us coming from over there, man, it was rough. You know what I'm saying? It was real poverty. So it was like, once he made it and we could give back, that's all we wanted to do. You know, honestly, you know, Thad had a father, you know, although his mother stayed out there, and me, I didn't. So I was wishing that somebody, you know, we came up, guys in the neighborhood to help you out. Some of them I shouldn't have been around, you know what I mean? But,
hey man, I think all of us can say that. You know what I'm saying? All of us can say that.
Yeah, but, you know, they only got so much, but I used to wish like, man, I wish I had somebody like a true mentor that really, you know, we had some guys, but you know what I mean. And so that's why we kind of started this thing, and we never thought it would get this big. Man, we didn't had Team Thad and had over 150 to 200 Division I players in 13, 14 years. I'm still thinking, even though we're getting older, I'm the youngest director in the country with a shoe deal on the AAU. So you know what I mean? And so we average 8 to 10 D1s, and just the relationship with our parents. I haven't added it up in a while there because I wanted to put it out there. We got like over $100 million in scholarship funds over our kids. Wow. Now that ain't even including, if I ain't started adding up NIL, that was before the NIL era. And when I say these, and the families have trusted us, man, I think we have put a good brand. I think we have a certain, although me and Thad are from the neighborhood, we have a certain vision together, a certain integrity level. Like Thad he live in Memphis, but he been in the league on to Georgia Tech. He was 16, 17 years old. But you can never tell because our partnership and what we do together is like he here every day. And it's a lot of great guys that went to the University of Memphis, but I would say that he has probably given to this city more than any University of Memphis graduate.
I stamp that. I wouldn't, except for Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, right, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's King of Memphis right there. But I got
for sure. No, when I have debates in the barbershop and I see people on Facebook, I automatically say, Thad is the second best player to come out of Memphis. Sure. I say 1 and 2, honestly, is not debatable. You know, people bring up somebody in the 60s. Somebody might bring up somebody they got a bigger entourage, because we are low-key. We don't have a big entourage. So sometimes in Memphis, when you're having a debate, it's about who's out with people more, who doing this and who doing that. But like even Sean Williams, him and Thad did a little workout on Sunday. And just to see Sean so passionate now, NBA got him here from South Memphis, Hamilton. And when I see him and Thad up there giving to the kids, they just bring a smile to my face, because I feel like Thad, Sean Williams, and Quintel Woods are the best 3 wings in the last 30 years to come out of Memphis. All 6'8", 6'9", right out of South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And so, to me, I just think the stuff he doing, we get calls from more and more pros as they retiring, and like, man, we want to get down with y'all. We like what y'all do. And you know, it's always anything in life, what you do, I do, it's going to be a little mess. But as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, you keeping the kids first, we have always been blessed.
Oh, of course, it's gonna be some mess, man. But I'm gonna give you some more time because y'all said so. I want y'all to talk about Walker Homes, man, because I grew up right around the corner from Walker Homes, and I actually played Little League football. Coach Harris, the Redskins, we practiced at Ford Road.
Oh.
So when I was a kid, I have a lot of partners from Walker Homes, man. I still go to Mitchell Road Tire Shop to get my tires done in Walker Homes.
I saw you on the
yeah,
field. And Daggett.
There you go.
I was about to text you. I'm like, you checked in with anybody over there?
Man, I ain't checking. Oh, no. What camera? I ain't checking in with nobody. Not in there. Never nowhere.
Check in with somebody at Tom's store or something.
Never, dog. I'm just walking over there, give me some hot Fritos. That's about it. But just talk about that area, man, and that community and the people over there, man, because there is some great people that came out of there. They're still over there, man. I have one of my partners, Courtney Bell. It's his birthday today, man, so I just wished him happy birthday. Just talk about that community, the people over at Walker Home.
Yeah, man, it's a tough community, but it's also a strong community. I think, like, when we see, like, Mitchell alumni out and everything, we're always seeing them, and they're like rolling in they rolling packs like Floyd Mayweather, like 10, 12 people.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, like, you can tell that it's strong and it's tightly knitted. And, you know, they have tailgates for football games. There might be 300 people in the parking lot. You know, they might have to move from the parking lot and go to the park up the street. You know, so, like, it's a strong, tightly knitted community. I'm still, like, tucked into it. We still talk all the time with the staff over there, the people that's around the school. And, you know, we still have our pulse on that area, but at the end of the day, like, I just love the fact that, like, I came up in a community that was just so tightly knitted, where, you know, they trusted me, I trusted them, and I know that, you know, they're not gonna let me get in trouble. They're gonna help me, you know, find my way out, and I'm gonna help them find their way out as well. And it's like, it's a great bond.
And lastly, Hurd, talking about the TCA, man, the steps to get this going, and where are we at now, and what are the next steps with this?
One thing I want to say,
No, go ahead,
I love
bro.
Walker Home. So
Yeah.
I just want to say that too.
I know
like,
you do.
I love Mitchell.
Do you check in?
My mama still stay there. My residence.
Do you check in the Haven, though?
You know, anybody come to the South.
You got to check in with Keith Dunn and Greg. You got to check in with. You
gotta check in before you go to Tulane or something. But
Gospel Guards now, bro. It's Gospel Guards.
Yeah.
And we don't want to talk about Gospel Guards. It's been in the news lately. We won't talk about that.
Well, I love Walker Home. I feel like, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just as passionate when you say that Walker Home thing as I am about Team Thad, because, like, the Mitchell Community Center raised me.
Yeah.
Like, Mitchell Community Center like, if we didn't have practice, I couldn't wait to get out of school and just hang at the community center all day, whether, you know, from the basketball, the life lessons, the fights, whatever. I think Walker Homes is the best community in Memphis. And this is why I say that for it to be so small, the impact that it has brought. Like, you got people like Thaddeus Young, which we just said the second best player. Arguably the best rapper, Moneybag, is from there.
Yeah, no doubt.
So many doctors, lawyers, I mean, and so many people raised me, and I got so many friends. Like I say, I'm leaving there since I'm downtown for our next meeting. I'm shooting to Mama's house. I'm gonna go grab or something. So it's like, I just love that community. I think we talk about love Melrose and Haven. We talk about all this, but them are big schools, and I feel like we make the same impact. Right what we do. I mean, he don't like talking about what he did. He did the weight room. He did a lot of good things. Coach Nate over there. We got so many friends. Chris Evans, Terry Booter. I mean, it's just so many people come from that school that we love. I had to say that. But with TCA, it's just, like I said, with the leadership of Meet That and TK, we want this to be like we're in the same lead as the Mount Ver's and the Oak Hills and this, and for it to happen right here in this city. And kids have to live here, right? So that's even a little different from AAU when somebody come for the weekend. You're actually helping raising them. They're here 24/7. They go to, we partner with TRA, one of the best private schools in the area, 40 minutes out, Tipton Rosemar. Great leadership with Dr. Graham and Dr. Ware. They treat our kids unbelievable. It's different for some of the kids being from the inner city, but these are tools that they need in life. These are tools that we had to learn on our own. He walk up in Georgia Tech, although he's smart. Oh, he's shocked, he called me. I walk into certain places, because we didn't come from a diverse area. We came from Mitchell, was actually not even all black students, all black teachers. So we didn't start talking to different.
Pretty much the same affair. That's all. It's just same situation. Same situation.
So for us, TCA, I just think it's something that can change the city, give kids opportunity. When you see the great, Lil Curtis or Kendi and those kids going to Mount Vernon and Sunrise, we're in the same league there now, so they can do this home while representing. And like I say, and you know what our city go through, and even getting kids to move here, they might like the basketball. Even with AAU, they here for a weekend. People ask me, they act like if you walk outside, something gonna happen. So we have to explain all that. I mean, I'd have been out of town, guys, and when I tell somebody I'm from Memphis, then they start respecting me more and like I'm about to smack. I'm like, no, it ain't.
No, say it like you about to smack them.
Yeah, they like,
we ain't gonna do that unless you do say something wrong.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's very memorable people that live all over Memphis. So I just think it's gonna be big. We want support from the community. I know me and Thad, even on the Young for You side, we're putting revamping our board with a lot of heavy hitters from Memphis, and we'll be reaching out even to some more people, because the more, Thad done gave a lot, I done gave a lot, but the more we get more people to get involved, and the more kids we help. Yeah. And it's all about the kids. Thad don't need anything. God done bless him. Thank God, God done bless me through him and helping kids. So for us, when we say we truly about the kids, some people use it as a scammer, con, or you gotta raise an eye. No, we got a portfolio of 15 years of dedication to kids.
Yeah, no, we do. Seriously, we're just trying to get kids better, stronger, quicker, faster. It's one of the reasons why I opened up Shoot 360, which is in Cordova, and then we also have another location in Collierville, which is a smaller location. But, I just wanted to be able to give the kids the resources that they need in order to be able to become pros. Everything's based off stats and analytics. We put the best technology in there. We have a great weight room. We have recovery. Everything. So for us, if you come out to Shoot 360 and you're able to see all the talent that's coming through the gym, you're able to see all the coaches that's in there, all the people working with other people, you can't do anything but gravitate to it and get better.
Anything y'all want last?
No, and just like he was just saying too, our program, I think this is where we hit each other off. When him and Sean come in, I didn't help a lot of kids get to college. I didn't help a lot of kids get to pros. But at the end of the day, I helped them through my tool. I love when him and Sean Williams or Penn and guys like that, because I didn't walk across the stage. I never shook the commissioner's hand. So at the end of the day, it's things that they can add that I would never be able to add. So even though Thad be on the kids tough about, I want y'all to make as much money as me, I want y'all to be a pro, I also want them to be good human beings. Like, look at Doc Holliday. He's from the Haven, and he's on News Channel 5. Look at me. I done made a decent living being a coach and mentor. So for me, I want basketball to be a tool. That Dad wants them to make millions, and we do, but I be knowing there's a lot of, they need to be pros. I'm gonna teach them how to be pros, and that's good, but I also want them to be productive human beings coming out of Memphis. So if they take a job in Seattle, Washington, or Philly, they don't mess it up, because we do things a little rougher here sometimes, and I had to learn, and I thank Dad for this. When I started doing meetings all over the world, at first it was tough because I was thinking about my environment, and then I had to get back to no, you have to know how to relate certain things. Everything is not aggressive. Everything is not fuss. And
we stay on the defensive, man. What you say? Hold on. I still work on that, but go ahead.
So being a good human being and a productive human being, that's why they at TRA private school and not at home on laptops. That's the big thing to me too, because young men of all, because we got all races on our team, but especially African American, it's just, we know the stats and things like that, and we just need the world to be better overall. And so if we can do our part, and I think we have done some stuff, we got more to do. I just think it's, God called, and we're going to continue to do what we do.
Anything you want to add? That last word, my guy. Words.
No, nothing I want to add. Just, let's continue to build up, TCA, and let's make sure that, we embrace these kids into the city, and make sure that, we all living and dying TCA when it's time, and we showing up when we had the games in Memphis.
Outstanding. Appreciate you. Thaddeus Young.
Yes, sir.
Norton Hurd. Asked me about checking in. This man got me so messed up. But anyway, thank y'all. Thank y'all, fellas.
Sir.
Appreciate it.
You.